called Bobby. It's basically like a bonding mechanism mixed with AI, mixed with like a stablecoin yield chaser. So what we found in the clients or whatever the large whales and liquidity providers is that they start yelling and screaming at us over DMs if the rates become too out of whack, because their loops become unprofitable and their hedges become unprofitable. So like stabilization of yields is probably the biggest thing. Getting to fixed rate yields is like the holy grail of getting into TradeFi. Before that, getting at least like stabilized. So we needed to build a way to stabilize stablecoin yield, and we're starting with Arbitrum. So USDT, USDC native, and then USDCE, the bridge version of USDC, have yields completely fluctuating all the time. So the vault mechanism is basically a yield chaser that just takes your stablecoin and rebalances to the highest yield. The next part of that is like, that's cool. So how do we launch a mechanism to get people there longer? So then what happens when you put your stablecoin into the yield chaser, it effectively prints a token called Bobby. Bobby also has an AI component that talks in the voice of Robert Leshner, the founder of Compound. So you can communicate with it on Twitter or Telegram. And then we also, to be able to create those stable rates, there's a bonding mechanism. So there's going to be a floating price point of the receipt token, and you get a discounted rate depending on how long you'll bond. So 1 day, 7 days, 30 days, I think 6 months is like the tops. We're figuring all that out, and we're launching it very soon. And it's kind of like a mechanism design in which you want to lock up stables for longer, so that we can kind of be a little bit more predictive about the stable rates. And then it has like a nice little AI narrative slipstream with it too.